Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
You know, kind of a tough way to win, but you matched up with Sergio Silva earlier in the day, lost on points, right? You came back again, and it looked like you employed a little bit of a different strategy. Sergio's got a real tricky closed guard. And it looked like you're like, hey, man, I don't want to be part of that. You pulled guard and started working. Can you kind of walk us through what happened?
Yeah, I mean, God, this is like the 4th time I fought him. And, you know, it just seems like a tight one every time. And he plays a really tight game, top or bottom. So it's like wherever I end up with him, it's like, man, I know he's going to go for a sweep if he's on bottom automatically. And from what I felt from the first time, he beat me the same exact way at American Cup. So I was just like, I got to change this up. And talking with, you know, my good friend Carlos Sapal, he was just like, you got to change it. Go in there with a different head, go in there with a different strategy, and just attack. So I thought to myself, he put my arm behind my back. The best thing I could do is hide that arm. So I put it right in his collar, and I hit it. And I tried to attack the collar. He defended well. I tried to attack Kimura. Thought I was going to get somewhere with that, but then I went to my favorite sweep, and that's what caught him in the end. Unfortunately, it went that way.
Let's talk about your favorite sweep.
It's it's something I've been working on for a long time. It's kind of a modified electric chair sweep, I guess you could say. It puts a lot of pressure on the half guard lockdown, and as long as I'm able to catch underhook and get under that leg, not necessarily a deep half, but get high up underneath on the upper thigh and groin area, I know I can catch him no matter who's over. And problem is, like, once they settle their weight back, the knee just goes.
So was he? I couldn't tell exactly from our angle. We couldn't tell exactly what happened. Was it the leg that was being locked down? Is that the knee that?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
I see.
And it's kind of like if he, it's almost like you have to commit to it on and basically submit to the sweep, or else your knee gets hurt. So
this is the exact same thing that happened to us in class earlier in the week. We had a training partner, electric chair sweep. Who was trying to post on that leg that was locked down and didn't want to concede.
That's it right there.
And he got hurt, but he didn't get hurt bad, but it was a similar type of a thing.
Yeah, so. Same exact thing happened actually when I won the Chicago Open. The guy tried, it was exact same position, exact same defense, and the guy popped.
Is it that guys don't understand how to defend it, or is it they don't want to concede the sweep?
That too. A lot of it has to do with if you give up the underhook on that side that's locked down, it's done. And at that point, you literally have to set yourself way back and regrip and refight and you know, start all over again. Otherwise, it's going to go.
I liked it. I recognized it. And at first, I don't see many people. It's something that we've been working on too. I don't see many people want to play lockdown, especially while they're wearing a full gi.
Right.
And what you see is most common is they just pull a lockdown to avoid giving up points. And that's at first what I thought you were doing.
Yeah.
Then I recognized that you were pushing him the direction of the foot.
Yes.
To get him to sit on his hip.
Exactly.
And then he resisted it. He overcorrected.
Right.
And then ouch.
The same thing happened when I fought the Nogi Worlds. I got the bronze there, and my first match I fought Fabio Leopoldo. He swept me first because he wanted to avoid the takedown game, and then I swept him back with the same thing. But Fabio, he knew. He's like, man, I'm not gonna sit in that lock, and he went with it, and we fought from there. But you know, it's always been my favorite sweep, and if I'm able to get the lockdown, then I know I can catch it.
So how do you feel? Like, I mean, you don't want to. It is. I guess it's not intended to be a submission, but it was definitely well thought out and intended technique.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a fluke.
Right.
You don't want to see yourself win. You know, when you weren't trying to submit and an injury happens.
Yeah.
But you do want to see yourself win, especially when you're kind of like in a slump with that one particular person, because you could beat most people.
Yeah.
But that guy, I was joking with you before we went back on air about that being your nemesis.
Yeah.
And you know, it's kind of back and forth joke, but it kind of, you know, Silva is like, dude, he's like the boss on the second to last level.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like, I can't beat that boss.
Right.
How do I get him? Anybody got a cheat code? Well, you found the cheat code. So do you think mentally it puts you in a different state where, like, okay, now I'm not, you know, you don't want to say afraid, but now that mental block is over.
It is. Obviously, to go back on what you said first, you know, I never want to hurt an opponent deliberately in order to put them out in any kind of way. You know, it's a technique that works for me, and in the past it's worked on other guys. They didn't get hurt. On others, obviously, you defend incorrectly, that's what happens. But definitely, man, going into this tournament, knowing I had him in my bracket, I was like, not again.
Yeah. Anytime you're over here in Northern California, you know you guys are both in the same bracket, right?
I mean,
you got to know by now.
Mad respect for the guy. He's a great competitor, and God, he killed it this year at the Pans. So it's just like, you know, anytime I know I'm going to lock horns with him, it's going to be a tough fight. But going into this absolute finals match with him, I really thought to myself, just go for whatever and be a little bit more open game. And it's kind of the mindset I had when I was in Chicago. I was like, do whatever works and do what you're good at. And, you know, I guess you could say a little more looser, not as tight as I've always played.
Yeah.
And, you know, I again, didn't want to win that way, but I'd always want to win. So
tell us about your new school.
Yeah. Just opened up my own academy a little over a month ago in the north side of Concord, Sabre Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I'm a black belt under Alexander Crispim, and you know, have gotten his full support as far as guidance and everything. And we're coming along. I'm getting a new member like at least once a day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, that's good progress.
Yeah.
Let's do some play-by-play here.
Yeah.
This is a brown belt finals match. This is Matt Aragoni from Coalition 95. He's on top, and that's Manny Moreno from Cia Paulista on the bottom. Both these guys had some real tough matches leading up to the final here.
Yeah, I've seen Manny fight before. He's a tough guy. I fought his teacher before, Andre.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got him tomorrow in the no-gi.
Awesome.
Nice.
We've seen Moreno play a really good guard game, set up a lot of triangles today.
Yeah.
But on the same token, we've seen Aragoni beat in triangles, work his way out, get some wins. So pretty tough competitors here.
I think Manny's he's pretty versatile. Obviously, he can do traditional, you know, old school style jiu-jitsu. And look at that arm bars attack.
Arm lock.
But then look at that. He's already reverting to De La Hiva, and he's probably going to try and go upside down. So you know, I like that kind of game to where guys can go both ways. He's got the
toe hold.
Best thing you can do is go on top from here, trying to establish that position, clear that leg there.
Let's see where this ends up in the scramble.
This is the final, you guys said?
Yes, this is the final. This is the adult brown belt open.
Nice.
Everybody's getting better at every belt level.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I've seen 17-year-old boys in blue belt adult open divisions and just tear through. It's like, God, these kids are going to be savages, man.
It's not fair. It's not right.
As we get older, yes.
I'm on the downswing, man.
Oh, he's got a nice lock air. He can catch that here.
Yeah.
He's going to maybe work for a knee bar. We've seen a little bit in the purple belt action. We've seen some faux knee bars, like using it for the sweep.
Right.
We've seen competitors try to get their opponent DQ'd, tap early.
Purposely try and do little things here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that at all these tournaments I've been doing. And another thing I've noticed is a style of play is starting to come full circle. Obviously, you know, the past couple of years, going inverted and whatnot has been super popular. But you're seeing a lot of these guys these days, especially at the Pans and the world level tournaments, they're reverting back to old school style jiu-jitsu, you know, and play a hard top game or play a solid guard game. Either one works.
Yeah, it's funny how trends in jiu-jitsu start to travel. If a particular really famous, like, you know, we see Keenan Cornelius and he does the worm guard, right? Well, we've already seen that pop up now with like blue belts, purple belts.
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not against it. I think it's pretty cool. I think that's one of the neat things about jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
But it just comes back around in different iterations. Guys change a little bit, and eventually it'll go away. Something else will replace it.
You know what I got to say about that? It's clothing styles. It's hairstyles, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at the big guy. When you guys come back to camera, pay attention what the big guy's wearing. It's the same haircut that was cool in 1803. The same jiu-jitsu game that was cool when Hoist brought it over.
And
he got him in the knee bar.
Nice win. So when you guys look at pictures of me playing my jiu-jitsu game from way back in the day, and we're like 80, you're not gonna laugh. You're like, look at you playing worm guard. You're like, no, hey, look, your head was shaved and you were staying on top, smashing and passing.
We got some dispute here on the knee bar.
I think it was a dispute on the tap itself.
Then you're gonna look at the picture next to me, and it's gonna be Tim with the faux hawk.
Whatever.
Going upside down.
So I think what's going on is Aragoni's saying that he didn't tap the knee bar.
I didn't see him tap, but that leg was pretty much bent.
I was busy giving sweet analogies.
I know. I was trying to talk, and Ernest was talking about his bald head. He was looking in the mirror, in the phone, at his bald head.
Selfie here and there.
That's all right. Like the beard trend you got going on right there.
He's like, my head doesn't look lumpy. It looks normal.
Lumpy.
But definitely, you guys got to come by my academy sometime, man. I'd love to have you by and come check it out. And it's not huge, it's not anything big, and it's nothing fancy, but it's just a mats and a closed area, and we call it jiu-jitsu. So.
That's all you need, man.
Yeah, you got 4 walls and not a leaky roof.
Exactly.
And good mats.
And a place to cut weight with some bikes.
Yeah, you just
there
need,
you go.
You just need a quality product inside of those walls.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Exactly.
So congratulations.
Thanks.
On that,
Thanks for having me, guys. Really appreciate it. Nice to see you both.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you in the broadcast booth, man. And you do a lot of traveling, a lot of competing in the jiu-jitsu world. We see you pop up all over the place. It's pretty awesome.
I got a busy schedule still. I'm gonna do the Gracie Regionals in 2 weeks in San Jose. That'll be my last local one. And then I'm doing the Nogi Pans in New York City. And then the weekend after, I'm doing Nogi Worlds in LA. And then 3 weeks after that, I'm going to do the Asian Open in Nagoya, Japan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
holy cow.
I'm trying to reach out, man.
Your sponsors cover all that, huh?
Hey, they help. And my brother works for United, so that helps too.
Oh, there you go.
Your brother's your sponsor.
Yeah.
Want to give him a shout out?
Love you, Joe. Thanks, man.
Joe, what about us?
Brother out.
Yeah, man, it's a pleasure to have you on, and we want to wish you obviously the best of luck. Congratulations
Thank you again.
on your big win here. We are going to throw an interview over here to Estella.
Right on.
She's on the sideline there with Manny Marino. Thanks a lot, Brian.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Okay, I am standing here with Open Division brown belt winner Manny Moreno. Congratulations. So can you walk us through just a few of the things of the match that you just had?
Oh, the match that I just had, I've actually competed against Matt a while back, also at the US Open, and also in my division today. Tough match, came out explosive. I had a really tough match against his teammate prior to his, but I was able to get the submission at the end.
What submission did you submit him with?
I was able to get a knee bar.
Awesome. Now, do you normally train on an ongoing basis?
What was the question?
Do you normally train on an ongoing basis and compete?
Yeah, I try to train at least as much as possible. Unfortunately, I have to work at night, but anytime in the day I'm free, I'm always on the mat training as much as I can.
Do you compete with Claudio France's BJJ tournaments?
I've competed in all of them. I think the only one I missed by injury was the US Open, 2008, 2010.
Wow, that's awesome. And you hold a full-time job?
Night shift.
That is great, because usually most of the time, most competitors that we do have are people who train full-time. You know, it's hard for people who work a full-time job to then end up training. So what are we looking forward to now?
Well, I'm just looking forward to the next tournament. Hopefully I'm able to show off what I'm able to do.
How far away are you from a black belt?
I just got my brown belt last December, so I'm only 6 months in, but it's when my instructor tells me, not when I want it. It's when he tells me I deserve it.
Wow, that's awesome. So 6 months in, and you're already winning the open division for the brown belt. Congratulations again. Thank you. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Stella.